and gentlemen, will you please put your hands together for Harry Hill and the royal family of Hill?
Welcome to my world. Leave your kids behind. Welcome to my world. I've built on your behind. Thank you, and welcome to my fruit corner. And what is so special about tonight's show, Brother Alan?
Tonight's show comes to you with added birdsong.
Added birdsong indeed, and I'm hoping there'll be a little starling in there.
Starlings, me darlings.
Lapwing.
Lapwing-a-ding-ding.
And the tern.
A star turn, Harry.
I should point out that Alan is the person who paints the pink colour onto crab sticks. That's our Alan. And without further ado, we go over to the Cliff Rangers singers in their singing booth to ask what our theme is this week.
Police and thieves.
Police and thieves, and we'll be meeting some of the various crooks that run around the country creating havoc, and we'll be meeting some thieves as well. What a show we've got for you tonight, with the help of Mum.
Hello.
Dad. Hello. And he's here. Yes, he's here. He's half boy, half oyster. The tiny 3-year-old imp boy, Alan Hill. Yes, 4 years old, adopted at birth. We think his real mother was a waitress, because he was found in a basket on a lovely bed of French fried potatoes. Just to keep him warm. Alan, of course, only able to communicate via the tapping method.
Little Ellen goose tip, tip, tip.
That's 1 tap for yes.
Tip, tip, tip.
2 taps for no.
Tip, tip, tip.
And the theme from How to express relief. I heard this week that Alan is trying to trace his real parents. Well, to be honest, I'm trying to trace his real parents because I'm absolutely sick of him. I really am.
Is that physically sick, Harry?
Yes, Alan, it is. Well, as you know, every year the annual Woodland Song Contest is held, where all the woodland folk compete with entirely original songs to come up with a song that represents the woodland best. And here on Fruit Corner, we're very privileged to have been chosen to host the 13th annual Woodland Song Contest. And Mum and Dad, Hill, you've been largely responsible for us landing that deal.
That's right, Harry. I put in a bid to host the 1994 Olympics.
You didn't tell me you put in a bid for the Olympics, Janet.
I can't tell you everything, Tony. I put in bids to host the Olympics, the Channel Tunnel, the Second World War, and the Woodland Song Contest. And we came up trumps with the song contest, Harry.
Just out of interest, Mum, where exactly had you planned to put up the Olympic athletes had you won the Olympic bid?
A series of sofa beds, Harry. Sofa beds are very reasonably priced at the moment and can be used for sitting down during the day and sleeping at night.
Brilliant business mind of Janet Hill at work there. You know, I was in McDonald's today and I looked up and there was a woman breastfeeding. That's what I call service. Now, they get an extra gold star for that, you see. Now, Alan, are you trap profiling this week?
Yes, Harry, I am. This week, Harry, I am profiling the sun trap.
Really?
Many people have a son who is perhaps a little wayward, or just plain annoying, or maybe he's only able to communicate by, say, tapping.
Just a minute. Alan, come here. Look, Alan, this sun trap, surely a sun trap is an area of land that is blessed with more than its fair share of sun. That's sun, S-U-N, rather than sun, S-O-N, a small male offspring.
Are you fed up with the boy or not?
Wait there. Mum, would you just take little Alan into the special pressurised soundproof booth?
Come on, you.
Yes, see you a little later on, Alan.
He's in, Harry.
Right, the sun trap. First of all, you hoist a musical instrument.
Musical instrument?
Yeah, a grand piano for a large boy, or something like a piccolo for the smaller child.
I see.
You hoist the grand piano on a pulley system high into the rafters, like so. Come on, Dad, put your back into it, come on.
I see. They're just standard rafters there, are they, Alan?
Yes, standard EEC rafters, Harry. Now, attach the other end of the rope to this peg, driven firmly into the ground.
Directly underneath the musical instrument. Then you place your bait.
And what would your bait be, O gleeful trapper?
Something tailor-made to attract the boy.
Yes.
Something that the boy might have something in common with.
Yes.
Something that the boy might be able to easily communicate with.
You mean?
A woodpecker, Harry.
Brilliant.
That's it, little fella. Yes, now, you see, I enticed the woodpecker into place with a little cup of Strongbow cider, Harry. They like that, you know.
I know, they love it. They love it.
I'll put a biscuit in there now. And the trap is set! Now, stand back and wait for your son to be trapped.
Mum, would you release little Alan from the high-pressure, sound-free booth?
Yes, Harry.
Here he comes. Mum's the word now.
Right, now, he's seen the woodpecker. He's coming up, he's going towards it. He's up. Oh, no, he's moving away.
Oh, shame. Well, look, Alan, leave the trap set, then if he goes for it later on, all well and good. And that's the sound that tells us it's time for our first police or thief. Tony Dadhill, what'll it be?
I detect DC Simon Cox, a policeman who likes to eat ants.
GC Cox, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
Now, just for the listeners at home, what exactly does DC stand for?
District of Columbia, Harry.
Really?
Just made a little joke there. You have to have a laugh in this job, Harry. It's the only thing that keeps you going. Apart from great big helpings of my favourite ants.
Alan. Just a minute, DC Cox. Alan, this guest that you've got, this ant-eating copper, now, it may be me here, but he doesn't seem to be quite up to the usual high standard.
Yes, I'm sorry, Harry, but we had to go through a different supplier this week.
A different supplier?
Yeah, usually we go through just guests on the Fulham Road, but they're closed for refurbishment, so we had to go through guests and things, you know, in Kilburn. And we've never used them before.
Would you like me to leave?
No, you're here now. You may as well get on with it.
Well, I don't feel very wanted now, Harry.
Oh, for pity's sake, man, pull yourself together.
What, like a pair of curtains?
He's doing it again, Alan.
I'm sorry, Harry, I'm sorry.
So then, why do you eat ants?
Well, Harry boy, you see, I am a diabetic, you see. And as you know, diabetics like to eat sugar, but aren't allowed to.
Yes.
And hence love all sweet things, Harry, and actively seek out sugar.
Yes.
So I thought by eating hens, they might lay in the stomach and eat any stray sugar that might be passing.
Get him off. Go on, clear off any ants. Go on. Get off.
I'm really sorry about that, Harry.
You will be, Alan. You will be.
Here, Harry. Wouldn't it be lovely to have a French girlfriend, eh? Hey, French girlfriend, eh? Think about that. Ooh la la.
Don't try and get on my good side.
Sorry, Harry.
I'd recognise the sound of that buggy anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 82-year-old Nana Hill. Maybe interested to know that this week Nana is test driving the Armstrong Siddeley electric car. Points out of 10, Nan, for the Armstrong Siddeley? 4?
5.
5. Oh, very well done. Is it the,
5, I think, Harry, because it is electric, as you know, and I care very deeply about the environment.
electric car, which means cheap to run, even if the extension need there is perhaps a little bit limiting. Right, Nana, you're going once again to share with us some of your magic moments from your full 82 years on this earth, from 1911 through to 1993. Nana Hill, what have been your magic moments?
The river of life has been long and broad, and I pray it never stops. But the occasion I hold dearest of all was when I was in the audience for Top of the Pops. I stood next to Peter Powell, and the Slade were on, I'm sure. Then I fell over with a dizzy turn and narrowly missed mid-ewer.
Nana's magic moments there. What a full and active life she has seen. Mum, who's first? Who's first on the stump for the Woodland Song Contest?
Representing the middle part of the woodland is 11-year-old Paul Bunn, a singing squirrel.
Paul is 11, likes nuts, and is shortly to sign a deal with Tree Records.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Majesty, Paul Bunn with You Got Me in a Hazelnut World.
You got me in a hazelnut world. You got me thinking you're my girl. They say when the nut fits, you gotta wear it. And my nuts tell me you wanna share a bit. You got me in a hazelnut world. Ah!
Gotcha!
Nana, you shot Paul Bunn.
That was a rat on the stump, Harry.
It wasn't a rat, it was Paul Bunn, the squirrel singer.
The squirrel is a member of the rodent family, Harry, and therefore is vermin.
Technically, she's right, Harry.
Oh, well, fair enough. Well done, then. Time for another Policeman or Thieving Tom.
We have now great Her Majesty's pleasure in welcoming Thieving Jim Potter.
Oh, yes. Jim, welcome.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Harry.
You've got an unusual hobby that you picked up in prison.
Yes, Harry, I paint crab sticks.
You paint the crab... I thought you painted the crab sticks, Alan.
I'm sorry, Harry. It was just a childish boast of mine.
A bosh?
I'll say that.
Now, Jim, carry on.
Thank you. I got bored with plain old pink, so I took it a stage further, you see. I started to experiment. Ooh. To each crab stick, I took me oil paints, and I painted all the old masters, and my canvas was crab meat.
And you've got some of them here, haven't you? Oh, look, that really is...
Michelangelo's Madonna with Child. Constable's The Haywain.
Oh, lovely.
A study in turquoise here.
Van Eyck.
No, David Icke, that one.
Jolly good. Remarkable, the way you've worked in the different textures there. You get a little bit more for your decorated crab sticks, do you, than just for the plain old pink ones?
No, Harry, no. Actually, I get less for them.
Oh.
A couple of reasons, really. They do tend to taste a bit of oil paint, you see. And also, each stick takes about a month to paint. So they're quite poisonous.
Thanks to Jim Potter there, who... Jim, can I have my wallet back, please?
Oh, damn.
You were in prison once, weren't you, Dad?
Yes, I was arrested whilst driving a brown P registration maxi.
And the offence?
That was the offence.
There he goes. Go on, Alan, go on. He's approaching the trap, but... No, he's not biting. We'll leave it up. A bit more luck later on. Well, we get a lot of letters on the show, don't we, Alan?
Yes, Harry, we do.
Gets all the best lines. I've had a letter from regular listener Bunty Hoven, who writes, Dear Harry, can I have a signed photograph of you paying me £500 in cash? I would greatly appreciate this, as I am a really big fan of money. That photograph is in the post to you, Bunty. Well, here's an interesting item, isn't it, Alan? This one.
Yes.
We've had evidence sent to us here at the Fruit Corner that controversial singing-songwriting duo Simon and Garfunkel never actually got on. And in fact, no, they didn't. And we've got evidence that Paul Simon used to beat up Art Garfunkel when he didn't get it right. What's the story on this one, Alan?
Well, Harry, if we listen closely enough to their hit song, The Sound of Silence, we can actually hear Simon hitting Art Garfunkel.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh! I also suspect that if Art made a slight error in singing, Paul Simon would grab the front of his hair and pull him forward going, Can't you read? This is how the front of Art's hair has become worn down, whilst the rest of it remains very bushy.
It is very bushy. Very bushy, isn't it?
It is very, very bushy. This later forced the bushy Garfunkel to duck out of the music business and go on to run the very successful restaurant chain, Aberdeen Steakhouse.
What a fascinating behind-the-scenes glimpse at two celebrities that don't get on. Well, time once again for our Probably Not spot.
Probably not.
Tony Hill.
We have a letter from a Mrs. Ricky Starkey who says, could the Labour MP for Brent East, Ken Livingstone, be an amphibian? I've noticed that during parliamentary question time, he often appears to be breathing through his skin and basking. Far from being an ordinary human being, surely what we are seeing is a highly sophisticated newt.
Well, Ken Livingstone, an amphibian, the answer to that must surely be...
Probably not.
But if you're listening, Ken, do give us a call. Dad, look, why are you dressed in women's clothing?
Well, Harry, by dressing up as a woman, I have successfully avoided national service for the last 40 years.
It was abolished in 1960.
Eh?
Now... I tell you what, I got up this morning and there was a spider in the bath. So I'm standing there, come on, hurry up, gotta go to work, you know. Oh, because it's bad luck to kill a spider, isn't it? But worse luck to kill a pedestrian, because they've got the law stacked on their side, as I found out, to my cost. Now, we've met a thief, we've met some of the nation's police force, but what about the victims? We go now to a victim with a very unusual story as we welcome Martha Tidvale.
Hello, Harry back. I'm very nervous.
All right, darling, now... You were the victim of a very unusual attack. Tell us about that.
Well, Harry, I was lying in my bed, see, and I hear these footsteps coming up the stairs. Oh,
All right. Well, my little Welsh dresser. Harry's here. Carry on now. Carry on.
footsteps up the stairs. And I can't go on, Harry, I can't go on.
Harry, perhaps if I take Marty into the pressurised grief canister, it might help her get her composure back.
All right, then, into the pressurised... Oh. Time for the second contestant in our Song for the Woodland.
We welcome Megumi, an ant who represents the lower area of the woodland.
The lower regions support many insects in various stages of development, from the lowly maggot through the dormant pupae to the beautiful newsreader Anna Ford. But it is Megumi, an ant, who has been chosen to represent the lower region tonight.
Now, Megumi, you're a red ant.
I don't think we need to bring race into this, Harry. I'm a singer, Harry. It's simple as that.
Fair enough. And you're doing a song you've written yourself.
It's entitled The Best Part of Being an Ant is the Hatching, brackets, but I also like to nest, close brackets.
Lovely.
An ant is the hatching, but I also like to nest. I build up my nest from feces that I've made with my nephews and nieces. Best part of being...
Oh, yum, yum, I love ants.
DC cocked, you mean, Megumi?
Oh, sorry, was it important? I like the red ones, they're a bit sweeter.
Alan Hill, kindly control your guests.
Come on, you. I'll phone the agency to come and pick him up, Harry.
You're in big trouble over this, Alan Hill.
It's time for Police or Thief.
We give a statutory fine welcome to Ian and Robert Mills of the Metropolitan Police's exclusive Eunuch Squad.
Welcome, lads, welcome.
Hello.
That's easy, men. You're eunuch coppers on the beat.
That's right, Harry, yes. We had the testicles removed.
That's right, and there's a slightly different uniform you're wearing there.
Yes, Harry, yes. The trousers have a slightly shorter gusset, don't they?
We don't need the luxury of the longer gusset.
Longer
Harry,
gusset, no.
Yeah, yes, that's easy, lads, that's easy. Now, I have a question. What is the advantage of being a eunuch copper?
Eh?
Say again, Harry.
Why forfeit the testicles in this manner? What is the reasoning behind that?
Do you know, I never really thought about it, Harry.
Now you've got me.
You see, they asked for the testicles.
Asked for them.
We handed them over, didn't we, Ian?
Handed them over, yeah.
We did.
Handed them over.
Oh, we did.
Wait a minute, but is it something to do with the pension scheme, Bob?
Bob and Ian Mills there, the eunuch coppers on the beat.
I'm feeling slightly better, Harry.
All right, Martha Tidwell, of course. Right then, so we left you, you're in bed, and a man coming up the stairs.
I heard the footsteps and I looked up, and there was a figure, and he said, "Give me your money." Oh, it was terrible.
All right, Marty, all right. Then. All right.
Back in the booth, Harry.
Put it up to level 8, Alan. Very exciting story there. Well, this year sees the 66th anniversary of television. And it was in a tiny lab in Britain, Scotland, that a young Scottish scientist using only rudimentary Scottish equipment first transmitted the very first episode of Kojak. And I think we've got a tape of that now.
I see, Kojak. You're wanted by Mr. Crocker down at the precinct.
Yeah, lollipop. Why can't I just get on with solving crime? Stavros.
You have got a very bold head, Kojak.
Lollipop, who loves you, baby? If a picture paints 1,000 words, why can't I paint you?
You can't paint me,
I know I can't paint you, lollipop.
The very first ever episode of Kojak there. Mum, you've been very quiet there with your ice lolly. What have you been up to this week?
Harry, I've been selling arms to the Contras.
Mum, I'm surprised at you.
Not what you're thinking. Arms, Harry. Prosthetic limbs. Arms to people with no arms.
Thank heavens for that.
So that then they're able to fire the guns and tanks I've been flogging them for years. Look for the gap in the market, Harry.
Mum there with her fine head for business. I recognise the sound of that buggy anywhere. It's Nana Hill.
Nana's here. Nana's here.
Leave that boy alone, Nan. You'll do him harm. On second thoughts, go on, Nan. Go on. Oh, sorry, Mum. Now, Nana, what pray brings you to these territories, O masterful one?
Bigamy, Harry.
Bigamy?
Yes, Harry. This week I have been practising the ancient and scientific art of bigamy.
But you're not married. Grandad Hill died 3 years ago from asbestos poisoning. 4 days it took to cremate him.
This week I married 3 different men.
And how did you manage that?
By muscling in on their weddings, drugging the wives-to-be, and taking a plaster cast of their faces. I had these casts made into latex rubber masks. Not one of them noticed the difference until they got me back for the honeymoon. I've been to Portugal, Hook of Holland, Beirut.
But why, Nan? Why?
Why? For the reception, of course. I love buffet food.
Nana Hill there.
I'm feeling much better, Mr. Hill.
You sure, Martha? You're still crying a bit, aren't you?
I always cry, Harry. I can't help it. Even if I'm asleep standing up nowadays, I do it to reduce the blood flow to the eyes.
Tell us your story.
Well, the masked figure held a knife to my face. Oh, it was terrible. I demanded money, but as he did so, the mask slipped down, and I realised it was...
Yes?
me!
Hey?
It was me! I was holding myself at knife point.
Alan,
Yes, Harry?
is she from that same agency?
Yes, Harry.
Get her out. And time for our third and final contestant in our Song for the Woodland. Tony.
Well, Harry, it's the turn of the damper parts of the woodland, such as small ponds and rivers, which are well known for sticklebacks, water boatmen and pods containing alien beings which gestate in the water, then escape, rampaging around the country in search of human bodies to inhabit during their time on Earth. But it's three little newts we welcome now. Individually, they are Joy, Teddy and Babs, but they appear for us now as the Beverley Sisters.
Ladies, welcome.
Hello, Harry. Hello, Harry.
No, Nana, you are not a Beverley sister. Mum, would you just...
Come on, you.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry, Harry. Big fans, by the way.
Now, come on, at ease. Now then, who's who?
I'm Teddy.
My name's Joy.
And I'm Babs.
And together, we're the Beverley Sisters.
And I'm Nana Beverley.
Nana, shut it. You're all right there, you three. You don't need a little rock pool or anything.
Oh, no, Harry. We breathe through our skin and have primitive lungs.
OK, well, I wonder whether you could, as a special favour for me, just sing a little song.
Can I join in?
Nana wants to play her teeth.
Oh, that would be nice.
You sure you don't mind?
Not at all.
Jolly good. As they make their way over to the tree stump, ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by 82-year-old Nana Hill on the false teeth, the Beverley Sisters.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm there to keep my eye on her. Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman arrived from Rome, she wore the dress and I stayed home. All kinds of weather we cling together, the same in the rain and sun.
What the... Nana Hill, you've trodden on the Beverley Sisters.
I'm sorry, Harry. I didn't see them down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bevs.
We go!
Yes, indeed, and we now go back to Jan and Tony Hill for the scoring. Well, I'm sure you'll agree with me, Dad, when I say that the standard has been very high indeed.
Yes, we've had a couple of setbacks, Harry. One act eaten and one killed. But, so, to the scoring. The scores for Megumi.
Deceased.
2 points. 2 points.
A low score there for Meg. Not much consolation for her husband and Aunt Colony.
For Paul Bunn.
Also deceased.
1 point. 1 point.
A very low score for poor Paul Bunn. New album on its way. I must say it's looking very good for the Beveleys.
The Beverley Sisters.
Partly squashed.
7 points. 6 points.
Nana Hill.
What's this? A late entry from Nana Hill?
18 points.
What? Surely no one could have foreseen this result as Nana Hill with her rhythmic percussive teeth goes through to the final. And as the celebrations commence, that's all from us here at the Fruit Corner. Good night.
That was Harry Hill in his Fruit Corner. The entire show was thrown together by Harry Hill and starred Edna Dorey, Al Murray, Sue Drouet, Phil Nice, Brenda Gilhooly, Matt Bradstock and Julian Dutton, with special guests the Beverley Sisters, with music by Cliff Ranger. The producer was Joe Magnuson.
Come on, little woodpecker. It's time to go. Alan Hill, you're fired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Harry Hill and the family Hill.
Thank you, and welcome to my fruit corner. Welcome to my world. Leave your shares behind. Welcome to my world. It's going nationwide. And tonight the fruit corner is not at the centre of which controversy, Alan?
Phillips screwdrivers versus conventional flat screwdrivers, Harry.
Very definitely. Yes, very definitely not at the centre of that particular controversy. Although I personally prefer the conventional flat screwdriver, can see no reason whatsoever for introducing the Phillips type.
Couldn't agree more, Harry.
You've got a better grip with a Phillips.
Dad, you know when we were kids, you used to give us that headed notepaper that you nicked from the office?
Yes.
We used to write nasty letters to companies that you did business with, didn't we, Alan?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And we used to sign them up yours, Tony
yours.
Hill, didn't we, Harry?
Yes, we did.
So that's why I was made redundant.
Well, what a show we've got for you tonight. We really have. Just a little tip for young mothers, though. Mums, don't take the baby into the bed, right? Don't take the baby into the bed, because there's a chance you'll fall asleep, you might roll on top of the baby, and put your back out. Oh. Nasty. Right, where's my little adopted son? He's only 33. Of course, little Alan Hill there, who by some freak of nature is only able to communicate by tapping.
Little Aaron goes tip, tip, tip.
That's one tap for yes.
Tip, tip, tip.
2 taps for no.
Tip, tip, tip.
And an old Led Zepp number to express consternation. At ease, boy, at ease. We think there might be some imp blood in his veins, actually. Alan, why don't we take little Alan for tests? You'd like that, Alan, wouldn't you? All he's got to do is tap. You're fired! Right. We haven't done any tests on him for ages, have we?
No. Good idea, Harry. Come on, you. It's testing time.
Yeah, just pop him in the vacuum tube link up with the lab.
In you get, little fella. In the canister and...
Good. Now, let's hasten over to the Cliff Ranger Singers to find out what the theme is today. Doctors and nurses, very good, lovely. What's the definition of a medical advance, Dad?
About 50 quid, Harry.
It is indeed, and we'll be meeting some of those highly qualified pillows of society with the long training a little later on. Here. Aren't donkeys stubborn, though, eh? Donkeys, aren't they stubborn, eh? Come on, you, come on. Oh. In the oven, go on. I recognise the sound of that anywhere. Let's meet her, let's greet her, the one and only Nana Hill. All right, Nan, at ease. Big kiss, Nana, big kiss. Not the audience, Nana. Sorry, Lord Mayor, we'll have that chain fixed for you, don't worry. Heel, Nana, heel. She does seem to have a powerful kissing action, doesn't she, Alan?
Yes, Harry. By dislocating her jaw, Nana is able to swallow an entire civic welcoming committee whole. She regurgitates the various civic regalia at her leisure in pellet form.
So, a lucky escape for the Lord Mayor.
Yes, he should thank his lucky stars, Harry.
Which are?
EastEnders star Mike Reed and 60s singing favourite, the singer Joe Brown.
And what are you test driving this week, Nan?
The Sinclair C5, Harry.
Jolly good, the Sinclair C5. Happy down there in the gutter, Nana?
It's a comfortable vehicle in attractive polyurethane. I think this little fellow could really catch on.
Last year, of course, Clive Sinclair brought out the electric bike, didn't he? The Zyke. And very popular that's turned out to be. Who said he wouldn't bounce back? Nana Hill, 80 years on this old blue marble. Once again, you're going to share with us some of your magic moments from days gone by.
I've walked on life's long highway, I've sailed its oceans too, but the time I remember fondest of all was when I was body double on TV's Kung Fu. I kicked my legs in Kung Fu style to show them I was keen, and accidentally broke the nose of Kung Fu David Carradine.
One of Nana's magic moments there from a bygone age. And there she goes. Off into the sunsets in search of civic dignitaries.
Just got a call from the scientists, Harry.
Were they happy to see my little Alan?
Yes, Harry, the scientists were very pleased to see him because it's been a bit slack down there.
Did they mention anything about that special thing I asked them about? You know, the...
What special thing?
You know, the thing I set the lab up for, you know, apart from various occasional family tests, the...
Oh, the baldness cure.
All right, Alan, thank you.
No, they've got no further with that, I'm afraid. No. They were very keen to see him. They've got him wired up and everything.
Electrodes?
Yep.
Blood tests?
Yep.
Lapwing?
Lapwing-a-ding-ding.
Jolly good. And hopefully we'll get some results on that then.
Let's hope so.
And time for our first doctor or nurse. Tony, which is it to be?
A doctor, Harry. We welcome Dr. Marcus Cobb with his sonic hedgehog.
Yes. Dr. Cobb, welcome.
Welcome to you too, Harry.
Now, Cobby, you have a sonic hedgehog. Tell us about that.
Well, many of you will remember TV's popular medical programme, Doctor Who, in which the doctor had a special device he called the sonic screwdriver.
Is that Phillips or conventional flat?
I refuse to be drawn into that particular controversy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was very unfair of me.
This sonic screwdriver, as it was known, was able to open things such as sliding doors.
Can be difficult, can't it, to open sliding doors, get stuck?
And now, similarly, I have Natty here, who is also able to open things and is therefore my sonic hedgehog.
I see. And what sort of things can little Natty open, Cobb?
Bottles.
I see. Are you going to show us this, are you, now?
Yes, you see, I take the bottle like so,
yes.
and I place Natty's little teeth over the bottle top thus, and a sharp movement downwards like so. And there, the bottle's opened by Natty, the sonic hedgehog.
Oh. You just show that to me again, could you?
No, unfortunately, it takes 2 years for Natty's teeth to grow back.
There's nothing sonic about him, is there?
No.
Marcus Cobb there, and Natty, the barman's friend. Here, is it me, or do you find that slug pellets tend to clog up the barrel of the gun? Right, Mum? Right, Mum, you've got some beauty tips, I think, haven't you? What are your tips for a beautiful face?
Simple makeup and sensible cleansing, Harry. And if that fails, a massive programme of plastic surgery.
Jolly good. You know what? I bought one of those cafetières, the other day, the plunger coffee maker things with the plunging. And as I pushed the plunger down, the kitchen exploded. Right, Alan, Alan Hill, what's your trap?
Well, I'm sure that you, as a single man, Harry...
All right, Alan, thank you.
You must know people who were really good friends once.
Yeah.
You know, going out for drinks, days out, inviting you around for dinner, suggesting cures, that sort of thing. Then all of a sudden they got hitched up with some girl, didn't they? And you haven't seen them since.
That's true.
So this week, Harry, I profile Love, the tender trap.
I see.
Now, what you do is you place a simple wire snare in a romantic place, such as under a low wall or behind a glass door.
Oh, yes. And what are we using as bait there, Alan?
You obtain a photograph of an attractive woman, such as, say, the astrologer, Patrick Moore.
Oh, yes. Patty Moore. Lovely Patty.
Oh, dear. Under the photo, place a really interesting CV, one with previous employment record, administration skills, permanent address.
Ability to work in a team.
Oh, yeah,
that
that sort of thing.
Yes.
That way you can make them appear really attractive.
Oh, stop, you're getting me all excited now.
Then,
the
just
talk.
to finish it off, you add, in the case of attracting a man, a pair of false breasts, right? And in the case of a woman, a false bottom.
Oh, yes, like the false bottoms that are used in suitcases to smuggle drugs.
Exactly, Harry.
I see.
Women, they just can't resist them. So, place your bait, stand back, and wait for the tender trap of love to tighten its grip around the neck of your prey.
Well, you certainly have a knack with a trap, Alan. And I thank you. Jolly good. Tony.
We give a snoozing good welcome to Dr. Fiona Lamb, an anaesthetist with a difference.
Yes, welcome. Welcome, Dr. Lamb.
Hello there.
What makes you so different?
Well, Harry, I use the old-fashioned methods for putting people under.
Such as?
Swig of rum, the biting on a good piece of wood, simple restraining devices, leeches, that sort of thing.
Get much work?
Nope. Damn, I've dropped my leeches.
Leeches.
They attach themselves to human flesh, you know.
It's very important, isn't it, to have a hobby? And, my hobby is I like to press wild birds. Yeah. Run up to them, give them a little squeeze, gives me an enormous amount of pleasure. Tony, that's a new black moustache you've got there.
What moustache?
Oh, it's a leech.
Leeches.
It was sucking the goodness from my lip.
Let's go over to our scientist now, who you will remember, is busy doing a test on the little fella. Come in, scientists.
Hello, Harry. Finsbury Park here, scientist in charge.
Finsbury Park, that's an odd sort of name, isn't it?
I was conceived on London's fashionable Victoria line in the underground system. It's funny you should say that, actually, Harry, because I was discussing that with my sister.
What's her name?
Totteridge and Whetstone.
Well, Finsbury, you'll keep us posted on the results as they come in.
Aye, aye, Skipper.
Any news on the...
baldness cure, Harry. Not a strand. Keep you posted.
Lovely. Finsbury Park there, who is working very hard. Little word of warning now to any children listening. Don't use the snorkels with the ping-pong balls in the end. No, right? Don't use those because, well, they're very old-fashioned and the other children will laugh at you. Well, with the various cutbacks being made to the armed forces, we thought that we'd highlight one or two of the smaller, less well-known regiments at risk. And we go over now to the Royal Jimmy Savile's Regiment. Now then. Slope cigars. How's about? Turn.
Now then.
The mass saddles there of the... Well, we received a letter from regular listener Bunty Hoven, who says, Alan,
I think Nanette Newman on the Fairy Liquid adverts is a bit sneering about the other brands. What's her problem?
Tell you what, I always get Nanette Newman mixed up with Neris Hughes.
Well, you shouldn't have them round at the same time.
Now we've got a very unusual musical act. Alan, tell me about that.
Yes, Harry. We welcome the Russian pianist Major Ronald Greenhalgh with his Russian roulette piano.
Now, Alan, I think you'd better explain the concepts of the Russian roulette piano.
Well, Harry, Major Ron has become such an accomplished pianist in his native Russia that even the most complicated piano piece has ceased to be a challenge for him. So, to add the excitement he so craves, he's asked us to pack one of the keys of his piano with high explosive, which, when struck, will cause the piano to explode, thus creating the Russian roulette piano.
And is that piano loaded?
It is cocked and loaded.
And for the audience listening at home, the explosive note is...
B flat. B flat.
Ready, Ron?
Ron is ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major Ronnie Greenhalgh with the Cliff Ranger arrangement of the Sound of Music hit, Doe a Deer. Ronald Greenhalgh there on his Russian roulette piano. Time for another Docky O'Nurse.
We give an elfin good welcome to Charge Nurse Pat O'Malley with the internal imp.
Welcome, Nurse O'Malley.
Hello there, Jesus.
Now, what a mess about it. It says on the card here you have an imp inside you.
Yes, Mr. Hill, I dragged down a pint of the old Guinness there, and unbeknownst to myself, so I would, a tiny one of the little people slipped down inside with it.
You're from Epsom, Surrey, aren't you?
Well, that's where I live now,
but originally I'm from walking.
I see. Lovely. Right, so does this imp cause you any problems?
Oh, good Lord, yes, to be sure. It keeps on eating all me dinner, so it does. As soon as the dinner goes down, the tiny imp, he'll be eating it, so he will, and I'll be wanting another portion.
Were you always a big fat bloke, Nurse O'Malley?
Oh, not at all. It's the side effects of the imp.
I see, and I understand the imp actually speaks to you, doesn't he?
Oh, by Dutton, yes. Always the chatting and the screaming till the four winds blow me over, so it is.
All right, at ease. Now, could you get the imp to speak to us now?
Oh, now he's quiet here now. Perhaps if I were to have a pint more of that hospitality Guinness that often brings the imp to his wailing.
Shall I take Nurse O'Malley back to the green room, Harry?
Oh, yes, the green room. I think that might help.
Right, OK, well, we'll meet up with Nurse Pat O'Malley, the man with the imp within, a little later on. Well, it was 60 years ago today that the first anniversary of the invention of television took place in the tiny British colony of Scotland. And it was in that first week of programmes that John Logie Baird broadcast the very first episode of Neighbours. And I think we've got a tape of that coming up now.
Hello, Harold. Hello, Madge. Lassiters. Oh, Harold. I'm drowning, Madge. Lassiters. I better get Jim Robinson, our neighbour. Lassiter. Next door is only a footstep away. I should be so lucky.
Yes, the first ever episode of Neighbours there. You know, every day for the last 6 weeks, I've been kidnapped by aliens. Now, these aliens speak a language that has no vowels, only consonants, right? And the kidnap takes the same pattern every time. They momentarily stun me, take me into their craft, beat me at Scrabble, and then release me again. Time for another doctor or nurse.
We give a blanket bath of approval to Dr. Julie Glib and her 16-stone dog.
Welcome. Yes. Welcome, Julie. Dr. Glib, now you have a 16-stone dog.
Yes, Harry.
Yeah, what on earth do you feed it on then?
Hay mainly, Harry.
Hay, yes.
And occasionally some extra feed that I'll just pop in its nose bag.
I see. And the name of the dog?
Muffin.
Muffin the dog.
Yes.
I see. And you brought Muffin along to show us, have you?
Yes. Here, boy. There's a good dog. Stay.
Oh, it's quite a big, isn't it? That certainly is a big...
Look, he's wagging his tail, Harry.
Yes, to get rid of flies, Julie. Yeah. Very... Oh, look out. Very big. Look, I'm sorry I have to say this, Julie, but you're obviously very proud of Muffin here, but that dog of yours...
Yes?
That 16 stone looks more to me like about 15 stone. What do you think, Alan?
I'd say nearer 14 and a half.
Let's put him on the scales. And there you go, as I thought. 15 stone 12. Go on, clear off, you fraud. You wasting our time with a dog lighter than stated.
Oh, weighed him this morning.
Go on, get off. And get that dog house trained.
I think the imp might be ready to talk, Mr. Hill.
Righto. Pat O'Malley, of course, and his talking internal imp.
No, he's not going to. But I think if I was to have another green room, see, I think that might do it.
Right, then off you go. Pat O'Malley there, off to the green room, and while he's there, we'll have another regiment in danger.
Yes, Harry. We join the less well-known 5th Bruce Forsyth Highland Fusiliers.
Nice to see you. Wait for it. Nice. You have 30 seconds to march across that parade ground, starting from now.
It's the name of the day. I don't want to play the game with you.
I'm in charge. Give us a 12. 5th, Bruce Forsyth Island Fusiliers there. A regiment at risk. Now... Well, we've got another piano loaded and ready, as we now go back to the bruised and slightly more tentative Russian roulette pianist, Major Ronald Greenhalgh. And the mystery note for the listeners at home is...
Middle C. Middle C.
Ron, off you go! Middle C, Ron, middle C, yeah. You know, I moved house this week, and it's a hell of a job moving house, isn't it, eh? Hell of a job. I mean, first of all, you've got to find somewhere you like, haven't you? Find somewhere you like. Then you've got to frighten away the occupants. Mum, you were going to explain to me how to tell the difference between poisonous and edible fungi.
Simple, Harry. Feed a little of the fungi to some laboratory animals first.
Sound advice indeed. Time for another doctor or nurse.
We go feet first in for the chiropody nurse, Nancy Poof.
Yes. Welcome to you. Now, your husband is a chiropodist, and he left you over 20 years ago, is that right?
Yes, Harry, in 1973, Ian saw a programme on the Minorities channel, BBC Two. About the possibility of there being in the forests of Canada a Sasquatch or Bigfoot. He felt that as a chiropodist it would be the greatest challenge of his career to work on a Bigfoot.
Because?
Because of the size, Harry.
So what's the news from Ian? Has he found his Bigfoot?
I've had no word for 20 years.
Nothing?
Not a corn plaster. I still lay out his tools every day in our caravan and cook him a full English breakfast, dinner and tea, which I then eat.
I see. Nancy, I don't know how to put this, darling, but you don't think that Ian might have just left you and be living it up in Canada somewhere, do you?
You know, Harry, although I only knew him for a week, before we were married, and he required all our joint savings to finance his project I trust him.
Right, OK. We've actually got a number for a Mr. Ian Poof of Canada, and Alan, you're going to try and get him on the line now, just to see how this so-called Project Bigfoot is going. If you'd like to hold the receiver, Nancy, you can talk to your Ian Poof.
Quebec 4545. Hello?
Ian?
Hello?
Ian, it's me, Nancy.
Hang on a minute. Mary Claude, darling, keep sick quiet, would you? Sorry, love, who's this?
It's me, Nancy, your wife.
Oh, Nancy. How did you... how are you, then?
Have you found it, then?
Found what, love?
The Bigfoot.
The big... Oh, the Bigfoot. No, it's been very tricky to find a Bigfoot and that, really. Look, Nancy, I'm a bit busy at the moment. I think I've seen a footprint. Phone you back.
Well, sorry about that, Nancy. It seems that,
Yes, shame, really. Still, good news about the footprint.
I'd recognise that sound anywhere. It's Nana Hill.
Oh, Carolina!
All right, Nana. My ragga Nana girl, at ease, at ease. What, pray tell, has thee been up to, oh great one?
This week, Harry?
Yes, my 16-stone dog.
Harry!
Oh, blimey, Mum, that hurt. Didn't really.
This week, Harry, to supplement my pension, I worked as a lady of the night in London's notorious red light district, Gerrard's Cross.
Gerrard, that's in Buckinghamshire.
By donning a skimpy underwear outfit from the Jack Reagan collection.
Janet Rager, surely.
I paraded up and down Gerrard's Cross High Street, touting for business.
But surely, Nan, I mean, I don't mean to be in any way uncomplimentary, but well, you're no oil painting, darling, are you? Come on. Hey, might the punters not prefer a slightly younger model?
Simple, young Harry. I was wearing a latex rubber mask of the actress Joan Plowright.
Ingenious. And how did you fare?
Not a nibble.
Well done, Nana.
I think I'm ready, Mr. Hills. That's it. That was him, the imp speaking at last.
He's fallen over.
There we go. Pat O'Malley there with the burping imp imperial.
Harry, we got some results on the little fella, Alan Hill.
What did the test show, Finsbury Park?
Well, this is certainly a very old case, Harry. We opened the boy up, and inside we found another exactly the same.
Ooh.
Then inside that, another exactly the same. Then another inside that, and another, and so on, until right in the middle was a tiny grain of sand.
What the...
It seems that far from being an ordinary boy, Harry, Alan is a highly sophisticated oyster.
How does little Alan feel about that? A little bit consternated about that, I think, isn't he? Is that possible, Alan?
Yes, Harry, it is.
That tells me it's celebrity doctor time.
We meet a man with plenty of letters after his name as we welcome blockbusting Doc Bob Holness.
Nana, get down off Bob Holness. Oh. Sorry, Bob, sorry.
My face has gone quite numb.
Bob, welcome.
Oh, thank you, Harry. Big fan, by the way.
At ease, at ease.
Thank you, Harry.
Now, may I just say how much we all used to love your show, Mr. and Mrs., didn't we? Mr. and Mrs.
No, that was Derek Beatty.
Go on, ask Mum and Tony a Mr. and Mrs. question. Go on.
Didn't do Mr. and Mrs.
You didn't do the one with Mr. and Mrs. then?
You did the one with the gold run, didn't you,
Yes,
Bob?
that's right, Alan.
Going for gold.
That's Henry Kelly.
Go on, say, what am I?
Go on. No, Bob, no, of course, we're just pulling your leg, aren't we? We're just pulling your leg,
you,
of course. Yeah. Of course, you were very well known for Blockbuster.
That's right, yes.
And tell me, what was it like working with the suite? Now, it's Blockbuster you're going to perform for us today.
Yes, that's right, yes.
With backing from the fabulous Hill family, with Mum on lead guitar. Tony Hill on fretless bass. Little Alan on drums. Myself and my brother Alan on steel drums. Major Ronald Greenhalgh on Russian roulette piano. Take it away, Bob!
Does anyone know the way? There's got to be a way to Blockbuster! Piano solo!
Bob Holness! And that's all from us here at our Fruit Corner.
That was Harry Hill's Fruit Corner, written by and starring Harry Hill, with Edna Doré, Al Murray, Sue Drouet, Phil Nice, Brenda Gilhooly, Matt Bradstock and Martin Hyder, with special guest Bob Holness. The music was by Cliff Ranger, Leeches by Tony's Leeches of Bath, and remember, there's no cure for baldness. The producer, Maxon.